The owner of the Houston Texans is apologizing after his comments about the ongoing protests of NFL players during the national anthem. During a meeting between players and owners last week, Bob McNair said if the league didn't stop the protests, it would be like, quote, inmates running the prison.
The issue came up when our Dana Jacobson sat down to discuss the Atlanta Falcons' new stadium and community redevelopment plan with owner Arthur Blank for a future story on CBS This Morning.
I was there when Bob made that comment. In defense of Bob, is one of the brightest, fair-minded, most concerned owners in the NFL.
Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank has called for unity in the face of player protests during the national anthem. On Friday, Blank said Texans owner Bob McNair realized he made a poor choice of words in saying the inmates were running the prison.
Given the issues and all the sensitivities around him, I think others heard it differently in the room and responded that way. But Bob, like most people that are thoughtful and sensitive and caring, which he is, he recognized poor choice of words in that context. Let me not defend it.
Blank says McNair immediately tried to smooth things over with NFL Vice President and former player Troy Vincent. After ESPN first reported McNair's comments, he issued a written apology, reading in part, "I used a figure of speech that was never intended to be taken literally. I would never characterize our players or our league that way." Despite the apology, some NFL players reacted harshly to McNair's comments. At least 10 Texans considered a walkout from practice in protest.
This is the view of player-owner relationship. This is how you view us. This is, you get out of line, you're an inmate.
The anthem protest started last year when then San Francisco quarterback Colin Kaepernick refused to stand. They were brought back into the national discussion last month when President Trump said players who don't stand should be fired. Blank says the president's comments did not help an already sensitive situation.
Some, kerosene thrown on the fire from a white building, and you end up, with players, really responding to that in a very negative way.
Blank added he understands fans' anger towards players, but he doesn't think the league should mandate players stand for the national anthem. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Dana Jacobson, Atlanta.
It is such a sensitive situation.
Yeah, and it has really exposed the tensions between players and owners in a way that I think most people were unaware of, perhaps.